Just making the dough for the bus-up shot. The princess is sleeping still, it's early, and so just kind of doing some of the pre-work. We're making bus-up shot, we're making curry goat. The master chef has made the rice and peas. Thank you, master chef.
You're welcome.
And so I'm just doing the dough. I actually remember that my mum used to knead bread like this, and I learned how to bake bread. And just doing this actually, it's making me feel very nostalgic. Once again, we are privileged to have the hand of the master chef. Thank you. So you just leave it to simmer, add the water, and just let it do its thing. Thank you, master chef.
You're welcome, honey.
What them call this one, picnic?
Ram it up.
What them call it?
Ram it up.
Ram it. Now they call it ram it up. Let me hear you say that.
No.
Here it is. Go. Bussp shot. Some avocado. Some rice and peas. Some food. Yeah.
Yay.
When we was talking the other day, I asked you about how is the whole murder of George Floyd playing out in your school, and you were saying that there isn't really much or if any conversation about it at all.
At all.
How does that make you feel?
Well, people aren't talking about it in my school.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not surprised, to be honest. My school's very sheltered. That makes sense. Like they don't talk about stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't surprised when no one was talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
What if they are? I haven't heard it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Looking at the images and seeing it just replayed constantly across. I mean, I saw you post it across your social media. What did you feel watching it?
Obviously it's a very confronting video.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sad. I think the what's it called? The social media outcry has been positive for justice. But it also annoys me when people all of a sudden want to hop on the bandwagon of Black Lives Matter. That like obviously I have never like no, that makes me sound bad. Like people who you know you are just doing it for clout.
Well, don't you think sometimes, as tragic as it is, these things
Yeah,
actually form as a catalyst?
Yes.
Can be a catalyst.
But there are like people who like obviously never post stuff and now are posting stuff like this, and that's good. But when you know people that are just doing it Like, just because it's now a trending topic, and just because everyone else is doing it, and they're doing it for that to seem like blah blah blah. But then the next day, when this whole thing like goes over, if it does, they'll go back to doing the same thing that they were doing and not like actually caring. They won't keep up. They won't keep up the whole facade that they've had up the whole time. When you know, that's what annoys me. But other than that, then.
Do you ever live not so much in fear of your blackness, because here the context is different, and the space in which you live is different. But do you ever feel like your blackness is a problem in the world? Do you ever live with that feeling yourself?
Well, my plan for the future was to move to America and go to a HBCU, but I can't. I'm not going to do that anymore.
Why?
Because I don't know whether I'll complete my 4 years of college, to be honest. I don't know whether, not like academically, like just in general, whether I'll make it to my 4th year of college, whether or
not you'll be safe.
Yeah, whether I'll be alive at at the end of my 4 years of college. Like, you know, and that scares me. So in America, yes. In the rest of the world, no. I don't feel a threat in London. When I go back, I don't feel a threat in Australia.
A threat to your blackness?
Yeah, I don't feel like it's a problem. It's obviously not a problem, but I don't feel like I'm seen differently. You know.
You don't feel.
I don't feel a threat. Like I could be of some threat. Not that I am. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Everywhere but America, I feel safe, if I'm being completely honest.
But you love going to America, though.
I do, but even when I'm in America, I'm scared.
You are?
I'm scared that, because obviously we drive around in America, I'm scared that a cop is going to pull someone like you or mum over and it's going to go bad. I'm scared that someone's just going to walk past me and like do me violence for no whatsoever reason. Like I actually get scared of those things. Yeah, but I love America. I love going to America, but I still don't feel safe, even as a visitor, because they don't know I'm a visitor. You know, they can't tell that I'm a visitor. Crow.
But if you speak and put on a thick enough Australian accent as opposed to a London accent.
Yeah. But even then, I don't think they're really listening to my voice.
Yeah, your blackness is what they're listening to.
Yeah.
What are the positive things about your blackness? Like looking at that and looking at the national outcry and the response. What are the beautiful things about your blackness?
I actually saw this thing this morning from this. He's like this persona. His name's Simon all day. He's I found him doing Love Island reviews and then I just fell in love with all this stuff. Yeah. But he put this thing and he said he did this other video and he was talking about the whole George Floyd thing and his murder, and he was saying that this white lady was just commenting underneath and she was like, why are you putting us all in one category? Like, we're not all like that. But then he's saying, you feel that way because you don't know how it feels to be put in one category. Whereas black people, you guys always group us as one people, so we have to come together. Like, that's why we call each other brother and sister and auntie and uncle, even though you're not related. Like, so I like that we're all, like, it just affirms that we're always together. Like, we're always, even, I may not know you, but like, we're always a family. Like, if one of us gets hurt, all of us is hurt by it. And like, if one of us is like happy, all of us is happy by it. Like, it's just like, it's good to know that there's family outside family, you know, if that makes sense.
South Africa, they call that Ubuntu, African humanism, you know what I mean? I am because you are. I am full because you are full. I am well because you are well.
Kind
of, yeah. You're a better dumpling maker than me.
Beloved, please.
Calm down, man.
I made all the dumplings. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I'm a young black man
doing all that I can to stand. Oh, but when I look around and I see what's being done to my kind, every day I'm being haunted as prey